What's going on, guys? CTG Matt back. Happy Thanksgiving to those of you that celebrate, and to those of you that don't, eat some for us anyways. Eat some turkey. I don't know. Eat some white meat. It's healthier than dark meat. I don't know what I'm talking about. Today we are going to do a sporcle quiz on Thanksgiving Day scores. Do you remember the last time the NBA played a game on Thanksgiving? Me neither, really, because they haven't had one since 2010. 2010. It's been over a decade since we had Thanksgiving basketball. Don't get me wrong. Christmas Day basketball is amazing. The full slate this year. There's like 2 bad games maybe, but otherwise than that, like, I miss basketball on Thanksgiving. I miss having something else to watch. I understand they're competing with football. Viewership declines because you're competing with football, but for somebody like me, football doesn't scratch the itch. You know what I'm saying? Either way, 77 answers here. I don't know why they put the NAs here. You might as well have just not put them. No disrespect to Alex Branham. Alex Branham won. No disrespect to you, but you just shouldn't have put them. Either way, we're going to start off with like half the quiz right. I'm not sure who the other half's going to be. If you enjoy, like, subscribe. I thank you guys for watching this video on Thanksgiving, day before, whenever, if you, like I said, if you celebrate. If not, eat something healthy and, I don't know, hit the treadmill. I don't know. That's what I did today. All right, we're going to start this quiz in 3, 2, 1. It gives us, 26 to start. All right, so you got to understand, or well, you got to think, the Philadelphia Warriors one is not Will Chamberlain. All right, now we're in a different thought process. Who else played for them? Cunningham. Nope, not Billy Cunningham. Boston. Bill Russell's on here? He is, somewhere. How about Havlicek? No. All right, who's the other Boston one? Cousy? Nope. Dave Cowens? That's the 70s. I'm way later. All right, Lakers. Is that Worthy? No. Is it Jerry West? No. 1961 Laker. And it's not Jerry. It's not Big Game James. I don't know who these people are. St. Louis. Bob Pettit. There he is. Bob Pettit's on every NBA quiz. I'm not sure who the Cincinnati Royal is. Is it Oscar? No. Cincinnati Royal. Who's the most known Cincinnati Royal that I know? Tiny Archibald. Yeah, it's not him. Okay, San Francisco Warriors, Rick Barry. That's one. Who the hell else are you? 1967 Chicago. Artist Gilmore. Nope. Bob Love. Nope. 67 Bulls. I can't say I'm very familiar with their roster. Okay, this is going to be a bad quiz for the kid. All right, Lakers, 1968. So this is before Kareem, he would be there. I don't know if he's gonna. Oh, he is. Nice. Okay, let's just go to the most recent, i.e. 2010. 2010, we have a Clipper. 2010 Clipper, Eric Gordon? Oh, that's nasty. Utah, 09, Darren Williams. No. Andre Kirilenko. No. Mehmet Okur. No. Utah 09. Who else was in Utah? Paul Millsap. No. What was his name? What was his name? The Sundiata Gaines. I don't know. Denver 08. Is that Melo? No. Is it Iverson? No, he wouldn't have been there. 08 Denver. 08 Denver, so that's before Carmelo joins the Knicks, right? I'm thinking, I don't know, it might not be, so let me type in Gallinari just to do it. All right, I honestly don't know who these people could be. Denver, and it's not Melo. Chauncey Billups. Wasn't then. Who else could have really been there? Wilson Chandler. No. Who else was on the Melo Nuggets that I can think of? Nene. Nope. He scored 32 in 08 for the Nuggets. And it's not Melo. That's weird, dude. 05 Lakers. All right, so you got to think. That's one. 04, 03 Indiana. Ron Artest. No. Reggie Miller? Andre Miller? Whoa. Andre Miller at 37? Whoa. Okay. Pacers in 03 and 04, Jermaine O'Neal. Okay. Other Pacer. Not one of the Davises. 04 Pacers. Their point guard for the Reggie Miller team was not Mark Jackson. I don't know. New Jersey 01 Jason Kidd. New Jersey 01 Richard Jefferson. New Jersey 01 Vince Carter. New Jersey, oh my God, dude, he's Toronto 2000. 2001 is it Kenyon Martin. Would have been the perfect time for it because he's been all over the internet recently. Tired of that debate already. New Jersey 01. That's the team that went to the finals. Is it, what was his name? Not Kittles. I'm thinking of the other white guy. He was a shooter type. He had the two names. I think it was something. Like the last name was two names. I don't know if any of this is clicking with anybody. Kerry Kittles could have been an answer, though. I don't know. Detroit, 1999. Sheed? Stackhouse? Oh, it is Jerry. Nice. Okay. Indiana, 97. Why do the Pacers always play on Thanksgiving? What kind of tradition is this? Warriors, 1996. Hardaway. Warriors, 1996. Chris Mullin. Indiana, Chris Mullin. Is this team they did it against? No, it's their team. Chris Mullin as a Pacer is not a memory I have ingrained for sure. 1996 Warriors. It's not Barron. Who else could have been a Warrior around that time? Gilbert Arenas? No, that's not 90s. That's early 2000s. 96 Warriors. Big man? Do they have a good big man that I'm missing? Like David Lee. It's a dumbass guess. Indiana 94. Dude, what? Did the Pacers have a tradition? I don't know what that is. 87 Derek Coleman for the Nets. Oh, I wanted it. How about what was his name? I can't remember his name right now. There's another Bernard King. Nope, not here at all. Dude, what is this? Quiz, dog. Elgin Baylor. That's who it is. Dude, I mix up. Dude, I'm such an idiot. I'm sitting here talking about fucking James Worthy, bro. James Worthy played with Magic. He played with Michael Jordan at North Carolina. And I'm sitting here saying he played in the fucking 60s. Oh my God. I haven't had my turkey yet. There we go. That's what I'll go with as a lie. KCK. What? 82 Kansas City Knights. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Keep moving on. 79 Bucks. City Moncrief. Not a chance. It's not Oscar Robertson, and it's not Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. All right. I see a couple Lakers. How about Michael Cooper? No. Seemed like a real American Patriot type. How about AC Green? Nope. All right. NOJ. 70s. Ooh, boy. Cleveland, 1974. Cleveland had a good player in 1974. Like, this is before Mark Price. 72 Phoenix. That's not Chambers. It's, what was his name? They had a guy in the 70s. I think he was an ABA guy, not Dan Issel. He played for Denver. I don't know who any of these could be. So that's fun. That 01 net is really bothering me because I feel like I guessed all their good players. Like, what was his name? It was Van something, not Van Exel. I don't know what his name was. He was a white shooter type, and he was ugly as a motherfucker. That's all I remember about him, and that's coming from a guy who is also ugly as a motherfucker. 79 Bucks. Kareem won the MVP in like 76, so it's just not him. I don't know. 78 Spurs. Is that George Gervin? That's heartbreaking. How about Elliott? Sean Elliott wouldn't even have been there. I don't know what I'm guessing anymore. Cleveland in the 70s? Like, it's not even Brad Daughtry. Like, dude, who are these people? Phoenix, 70 as well. Phoenix, dude. I think I know who I'm imagining, but I just can't remember his name right now. I don't know. I might be thinking of the wrong guy, but I'm thinking of a white guy right now. It stands out in the NBA. San Francisco Warriors of the 60s. That's somehow not Wilt Chamberlain or Rick Barry. I have no idea. What if I just throw out like a Smith? J.R. Smith and Joe Smith. Joe Smith with Golden State. All right, so there we go. We got some cheap points there. What about if I do the color wheel? Like if I do green. or White, JoJo White, Anthony Black. I have no clue. Just let me keep guessing. Who am I thinking of for the Nets, dude? There's a net that's in my mind. I can't get it away. Who else do we have here? Cincinnati Royals 1960. It's not. It's. I don't know. I don't know who that could be. San Francisco, the 60s. That also just screams Wilt Chamberlain to me, but I don't know. He only did it once, I guess. Who was his teammate? That's a really good question, man, that I haven't answered yet. I kind of want to bang out the more recent ones, like 09 Utah. 09 Utah. It's not Darren Williams. It's not Kirilenko. It's not Okur. Who are the wings on those teams? Reggie Evans? Evans was there for a little bit. It's not Gordon Hayward. He wasn't there yet, obviously. So, Paul Millsap felt like a relatively decent guess because he's been around the block for a minute. 09 Utah. I don't know. It was before Gordon Hayward. Obviously. But who else was there, though? I don't know. What about if I do like an obligatory Porter? I don't know. Indiana 04. It's not Ron Artest. It's not Jermaine O'Neal. It's not Reggie Miller. It's not Mark Jackson. Did they have some other guys on their team that were just shooting? Did they have shooters on their team? Reggie Miller was a damn shooter. I have no idea. 01 net. It's something Van something. That's what I'm imagining. But, it's Keith Van Horn. Oh! I knew it. That was a fun pull right there. It's not even a pull because a lot of people know who Keith Van Horn is, but either way, it felt good to me. 94 Pacer. Fitnessgram Pacer test. Who else was there? They had the one big man, Rick Smits. Let's go, man. We're on it now. It took me a little bit. Calm down. 04, Indiana. And this is like Malice team. Who else was out there with them? Like, it's not, like, obviously this is in Granger time. Mark Jackson. I'm trying to think who else could be there, like, guards-wise. Did they have, like, a scoring six-man? I'm sure I'm going to know who both of those players are. 04 net, not being Kerry Kittles, Jason Kidd, Kenyon Martin, Richard Jefferson, Vince Carter. I'm just naming guys on that team that I think might have. I'm just ignoring the 70s because there's some names here that I'm going to be like, oh, okay. Phoenix, Portland in the 70s. Portland in 73. So, like, that's not Walton. It's not Terry Porter. I think I'm thinking too late. That's like Porter's like the 80s, isn't he? Who was there in the 70s for them? They had, what was his name? I'm forgetting his name. The guy who was the first one to ever wear Nikes on the floor, fun fact. I forget what his name is. I don't remember. Milwaukee 79. It's not Kareem, and that sucks. New Jersey in the 80s. I don't remember. I thought Derek Coleman was a decent guess, but it's not. Was there a precursor to Derek Coleman? I don't know. 67 Bulls. Not Artis. Not Bob Love. Is there like a Bob Lanier? Detroit would have came up already. Boston in the 50s. Hey, I just got nothing. Casey Jones, Sam Jones, any of them? Jones, Cedric Maxwell. That's a stupid yes. San Francisco Warriors in the 60s. It's not Rick Barry. I got nothing, dude. This quiz had me in the blender, and I'm curious to see who we got left. All right, let's see how many people I know here. Joe Folks, I'm familiar with. Oh, George Mikan. Paul Arizin. He always gets a good card in 2K. Bill Sharman. Oh, yeah. Jack Twyman. That's a name I wasn't going to get. Lee Schaefer. Guy Rogers. Keith Erickson. Yeah, Connie Hawkins, I think I know. But these three right here, Schaefer, Guy Rogers, and Erickson, and Jeff Mullins, I'm like, I have no idea. Charlie Scott. Jeff Petrie. I got it right. Jeff Petrie was the first guy wearing Nikes in the NBA. So I got that right, I guess. I just forgot his name. Austin Carr is the Cavs announcer right now. Pistol Pete, that's disappointing. Okay. Junior Bridgman, Eddie Johnson, Otis Birdsong. Wow. The Booze Cruise. Shit. Austin Crochet? Who is that? We're looking him up right now. Already had Basketball Reference open, looking at Derek White. Of course, he's the beautiful Buffalo. This guy played over a decade in the league. Wow, 6th Man of the Year once. Almost. He got votes. That was his best year, though. His 2 best years came in Indiana. That's 2 decent seasons back-to-back. Except he shot 39 from the field. Oh, my God. Larry Kinnon? Like, I don't know who that is. I'm fine with the sum of these misses. I did above average. I don't think I had any impressive pulls. Not really. Yeah, Eric Gordon was my best pull. Keith Van Horn being lower than I thought. I don't know. This was a really tough quiz. My mind was in the blender for sure, folks. But if you enjoyed this video, like, subscribe. Thank you for joining me on Thanksgiving. Make sure to subscribe, like I said. Have a happy Thanksgiving. I'm going to catch a game. See you guys in the next one.